Alright, good afternoon everyone, or good day, whatever time you're seeing this. Just taking a moment here to kind of review the new 2026 Hyundai Palisades that we just had landed here at the store. I must say, I am incredibly impressed with the new changes. Let me just flip this around here. As you can see, we are currently sitting inside the interior. Oh, doing a little 360 camera flip here. But as you can see, this new layout in here is absolutely beautiful. The new steering wheel and console area, I must say, the amount of detail that they have gone into, even the little things like up here, the textured look in the material, then the wood grain material across there, it is absolutely fantastic. I'm really a big fan of the new layout here. As you can see, they've repositioned a bunch of stuff to make it a little bit more of an upscale feel. But what are your guys' thoughts on it? It's been kind of a hit and miss vehicle with the marketplace, but I think at this point, with what changes they've done in here, it's going to be a winner. Welcome back, everybody. Just wanted to take a moment today and kind of go over some of the new vehicle inventory that has arrived here at the store. The one I think most everybody is going to be excited about, though, is, let me just flip this around here, the arrival of the 2026 Palisade. So this is actually the 2026 Palisade Calligraphy in the cast iron brown color, as you can see. But I don't know, so far, as I said, I haven't had a chance to really take it out for a drive, but this just arrived here to us yesterday. It's still going through the whole preparation process and all that, but as you can see, it is definitely landed and is certainly going to be a polarizing vehicle. Take a look at this new front end here. So this is going to be the V6 model. So new for this year, there is going to be the introduction of another trim line, which will actually be the hybrid. Let me just flip this around here for you. So what we're seeing, first arrivals so far have been the gas models, but we're hoping to expect the hybrids probably in the next couple of months. But let's take a closer look at this model here today. And I don't know, let me see, what do you guys think? Zoom out here a little bit. As you can see, the overall shape is quite similar to the previous model, but a lot of changes, including this brand new front end. On the outside here, we do have our daytime running light feature. And then we will have in this section right here, that'll actually be the horizontal bar that'll go across the front. And we do have now active shutters down at the bottom for increased airflow or increased fuel economy. Inboard now, we do have our headlights here and here, LED of course, to give you the kind of the best viewing and the best, well, I guess the best lighting possible down the side profile. Very similar overall shape for the wheel arches, but you'll notice instead of it being rounded now, we do have this beautiful squared off section here down the side of the body. And then let's go back up to a little bit more of a upper view. A little bit redefining on the actual top area here as well. You'll notice it's a little bit more of a squarish shape, but not as drastic of a change as what we saw with the Santa Fe. Rear quarter glass is actually now more visible space and more usable space for those in the back seat. Before it was a little bit more of a cut off area for that pillar and viewing point. But now I think this is actually pretty stunning, the way they've redesigned this. Coming around to the back end here, we do, of course, being the Calligraphy model, do have that the upper camera here for the rear view mirror. Integrated very finely is the third brake light. Very nicely done there. And then, of course, that new shape as well on the spoiler area. Coming down the back, again, the hidden wiper to clean up the back end. And then down to the lower region here, the new fascia at the bottom. I must say, the new, you can just kind of see the slit there and there. The new integrated toe I guess it would be the toe cover is done there as well. And then some of the models, from my understanding, are actually going to be coming with the hitch for the Canadian market. So that is a pretty awesome little piece there. But yeah, I don't know, what do you guys think so far? This new rear end is actually pretty appealing in my opinion. But let's swing around here to the side. Get the door open here. All right, when we first come in, you'll notice the all new look on the inside here. I must say, that's just some notes that I have over there on the seat, but I'm loving the new shape and new design in here. As you'll notice, a lot of kind of flow, more cohesive look, I guess, to it. The new dash and new screen. Similar screen that you'll see in some of the other Hyundai models. And of course, the new steering wheel shape. Absolutely loaded with features, of course. New door panels as well. Absolutely, I'm really enjoying the materials upgrade. So this new two-tone. So this is the brown Napa leather interior, I believe. If you look, lots of space for storage. Speakers, of course. Your power folding mirrors. Push that. Folds the mirror out or in, depending. And then new memory system here, but your actual massage chair button for the calligraphy is up on the door panel here, as opposed to it being down on the seat before. But a lot more of adjustments and kind of a new look overall, of course. Let's jump on in here as well. All right. Here we have the new console area. Let me just shorten this up a bit. So I am a really big fan of this new layout here as well. Does kind of create a little bit more of a open space in this section here as well, given that your wireless charge pads here, multiple cup holders, and the new, let me switch hands. The new console, very wide. So you can see my arm there is comfortably placed, but still enough room for the passenger as well. But my favorite new feature here is this. So for example, if the passenger needs to go in while I'm driving, I can just close that back up. They can still get in there and get all the stuff that they need without interrupting and trying to reshape your body here. But beautiful little soft opening there. Let's hit that again. I do like that. And of course, on the sides of the seat, we do have the seat controls here. Back as well. And then also the relaxation seat. So the whole seat does go into a recline mode. Here we go. Let's just get that. Oh, my bad. Going the wrong way. I must admit, that is quite the drastic little setup here. Let's change that back up here. Now back up to the front dash area. As you can see, there's a lot of kind of indentation there, a lot of depth to it. Not going to be functional or usable space really, other than maybe like a glove shelf or something. But we do have down here, we do have a nice little shelf. It's about that deep on the hand, so a good half hand deep. And then of course our glove box with some of the actually that's just the plate frame for the vehicle at present in there, because it hasn't gone through the process of getting all ready to go. Up on the door, or sorry, the panel, A-pillar there, apologize, is your Bose tweeter system. And then down low you actually have the speaker in the door, of course. Again, new for this year is the relocation of the start stop button. As you can see, it's just pulsing there with the door being open and ready to start. And then of course the drive-by-wire system here, forward for reverse or for drive, back towards you for reverse, and then park is the button on the end. All of the controls that used to be found along the center are now up on here. So auto hold, drive and train options, and of course all your map system here. Over here we have parking sensors, the new parking light, or sorry, parking camera button, and then your downhill control. And then the new HVAC touchscreen system here. But, I don't know, let's just hit the start button here, get it fired up. So this is still in delivery mode, so we won't be able to do too much on here. But as you can see, it's a really nice location. So the screen is sunk into the actual dash here. With doing that, that actually does create a nice cover for over top of the screen. So you're not getting as much of the visible glare that you would have noticed in other vehicles similar to like the Santa Fe, and that they've done a really good job repositioning everything and creating that kind of sunshade for it. I don't know. So far, I'm really liking the new layout. We'll see how the consumer level kind of accept it, but see, it was moving when I closed the door there. But notice this is not just about a front seat story. The back seat story has gotten to be quite an exceptional story for the new Palisade as well. Let me stop this and we'll jump in the back and take a look around, see what's going on back there. Okay, so here we are in the rear of the 2026 Palisade. Just trying to get my little notes out of the way here. But let me flip this camera around here. So here we are in the back of the car. I am sitting basically behind myself where I was in the front seat. Now this has gone into the kind of the retracted position, but as you can see, a large amount of space here between my legs still and the front seat. Very comfortable. Let me just take a look here. So let me get myself situated here. But as you can see, the floor space on here there's a lot of space. A lot of room to kind of do anything you need back here, I suppose. Take a look at the door panels here as well. The new fascia. So we do have, again, in the window, the built-in sunshade. And then new for this year, let me just slide you guys up here. The HVAC controls for the rear are actually in the roof now. You see that on other similar models, but I do like them being up here. It does kind of clean up the buttons down that were on the back of this. So now you do have still your AC voltage plug there for laptops and whatnot. Storage box in the bottom, which it's a good size in there. Fit a lot of accessories or anything needed. Back of the seats do have the loaded pouch. And then of course you do have your 100-watt Type-C chargers in both of the sides of the seats. I mean, that's going to be super handy for those trips, charging tablets and things along that lines. What else do we have back here? Yeah, a lot of, of course, I don't have the sunroof open here, but you do have the panoramic sunroof for the rear. And then of course the drivers have the the cover in the front. In the third row, a very good amount of space as well. And then of course you do have your plugs back there, additional cup holders and things along that lines for those who are in the third row. But let me just switch this around back here. So as you can see, you have your seat controls there as well. And then of course, more 100-watt chargers, cup holders. If we swing around to the opposite side here, the exact same setup. Switch it, there we go. So the same setup over on this side here. Again, this is the 7-passenger, so you do have the 2, 2, 3 setup. So in the back here, we do have the 3 seats. But I will admit, very soft, good, comfortable seats here. This is the nice little layout there with the adjustable armrests as well. One of the other pretty cool things that I've learned about the 2026 model is some of the interior features here. So for example, right now, if we look, we actually have the dash cam. So the vehicle must be powered on. Okay, let's get her started up here. All right, but let's click back on this dash cam option there. Turn the music off. And confirm. So we actually have the ability to record while driving, while in parked, motion detection while parked, driving events, and then parked events. So this is actually going to be pretty handy to keep your vehicle safe, even in those times that you're not driving it, but also while you are driving, you can record. There is a spot for a memory card in that as well, so you can save, extended footage. But we also do have, so your saved files there. which you can record manually, time lapse, or your own videos there. And then again, the live section, which gives you a front view of the camera and then also the rear view monitor. So a lot of new kind of tech built into these, but I think for those who are, you know, just that added peace of mind while driving and then also while your vehicle is parked, that's going to come in pretty huge in my opinion. Then again, we do have a whole bunch of new options and everything built right in. Again, nice beautifully laid out buttons here. I don't know, what do you guys think? There is a whole ton more of details and things along that lines that are available. If you do want to send me an email or message me directly, feel free to do so. I will put my information down in the description. But I think it's going to be quite the popular vehicle. Taking it on a little drive just from the back of the lot to the front of the lot here, it does drive very similar as far as feel to that of the existing and outgoing Palisade, but your visibility in that with the new, I don't know if you can see this from here, the side glass and the view, the window feels so much taller, even though the vehicle itself isn't much taller, but the glass and the viewing, like look at the rear view sections there, you can kind of see it. Those third row windows are absolutely massive in comparison to the previous year. But, oh, that's what I wanted to do here. Open the rear shade too while we're in. Let's get a nice little, beautiful added light for that rear seating. But, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. So far, I am very impressed with it. Like I said, this is the gas model. I'm excited to see how the hybrid models, when they come out, finally are going to do as well. But I think overall, that's all for now. I'm going to include a bunch of description and details in here, but anything information-wise you need, give me a shout, and I'll be sure to get that all out to you. Alrighty, stay tuned for the next one, guys. Alright, everybody. So that concludes the little walk around on the 2026 Hyundai Palisade. I've got a whole bunch of reading material to go through just to learn all of the extra fun stuff that is now available, as well as all the details about this beautiful machine. So if you are interested and you do want some additional details, feel free to reach out to me and I'll be sure to get those on over to you. Alrighty, stay tuned for the next one.